Hiya anime fan, welcome to my review of Sailor Moon Crystal episode 21. The show begins in one of the creepiest ways possible. Sailor Moon waking up in an unfamiliar place in a new outfit.
My, that has some dark implications for Prince Diamond's character.
And speaking of, no sooner does Sailor Moon wake up than Prince Creeper shows himself, and gives some details on what happened during the Black Moon attack on Crystal Tokyo. Then he plants an unwanted kiss on Sailor Moon. So while Serena is doing her best Princess Peach impression, Sailor Mars, Sailor Jupiter, and Sailor Mercury recover from magical sleep and then pass out again almost immediately.
Them girls are batting a 0 so far.
Meanwhile, in Crystal Tokyo, Tuxedo Mask is having a conversation with himself about something that gets dangerously close to being interesting, namely the backstory of the Doom Phantom. Apparently, he was a super powerful criminal defeated by Queen Serenity, who's looking very stylish, by the way. And we also get the dish on Rini stealing the silver crystal. The little moppet is depressed about letting a homicidal despot
go Enola Gay on Tokyo.
That's kind of a dark way to
describe a whole city being turned to ash.
Hey, look over there, it's Sailor Pluto. But wait, the usually down in the dumps one is happy without Rini? Oh well, I guess it's time for her to go hang out with the bad guys now. Oh dear, the bad news train just keeps on chugging for Sailor Moon Crystal. But there are a couple of good moments spread around this episode. First off, Rini. And yes, the world has gone mad indeed if the best thing about Sailor Moon is Rini. But she's definitely very sympathetic this time around. They do this with a neat bit of emotional manipulation, in the form of seeing Rini get dumped on. She gets teased at school. She's worried about having to live up to her mom's example. There's a very, very nice moment with Sailor Pluto. Oh, and she's been a kid for like 900 years. What? Yeah, did I not mention that bafflingly weird plot twist? Anyway, mission accomplished. I feel somewhat bad for Rini, and her taking the silver crystal is at least understandable. The other kind of okay moment is getting a clue on the Doom Phantom. Apparently, he's a criminal mastermind with a lot of evil mojo and a vendetta against Sailor Moon. This explains why he's so committed to conquering the Moon Kingdom. Why Prince Diamond and his pals are going along with it, on the other hand, that's still a complete mystery. Speaking of the creepy prince, man, what a downgrade from the 90s anime, which added a lot of complexity and relatability to the character. He cared about his brother Sapphire, he cared about the people of Planet Nemesis, and wanted them to have a better life. And that's what the wise man used to get him to do evil. He was still weirdly obsessed with Sailor Moon, though. But we did get the awesomeness of Tuxedo Mask breaking into Diamond's evil castle and escaping with Sailor Moon on a hang glider.
Private, do you know how cheesy that is?
What's the matter, Sergeant? Cannon bear it? Can I get a rim shot?
Absolutely not.
Fine. Now, Rini is done really well in this episode, but the rationale behind why she decides to turn evil and side with the wise man is kinda weak. In fact, she may have just been brainwashed into doing it. But even if that's why, how did the wise man find Rini after she got lost in the time warp? Must have been space magic. Okay, now it's time to break down the good and the bad in Sailor Moon Crystal episode 21. On the good side, Rini was well done and sympathetic, and the details on the Doom Phantom were interesting. On the other hand, the rationale behind Prince Diamond's actions is ridiculously weak, and the guy is just plain creepy. Rini's character motivations no longer make any sense, and the episode is damn near 100% exposition. So I give Sailor Moon Crystal episode 21 a 2 out of 5. If you're interested in more reviews of anime, movies, TV shows, comic books, and video games, check out my channel on YouTube at StupidPrivate913, or find my Facebook and Deviantart pages for video updates and more. Thank you for watching.
Hey kids, today's show is brought to you by the letter 4 and the number potato! I'm a stupid private.